Good evening, everyone. This is Matthew Rhodes. I'm joined by the Matlock Town manager, Paul Phillips. Philo, 3-2 win in the end away at Hyde United in the NPL Premier Division. An eventful game, a very feisty game. What was your assessment of the Gladiators' performance tonight?
It was a win. I thought we looked rusty. For me, we come out the blocks okay, but I think we give them too much space in areas that we normally don't. We don't do that. Give away 2 goals that really is not recognisable for us. But in the end, I think listen, when you have teams that you come to, like they've got the AstroTurf pitches and they've got the benefit of playing on it. They've played Saturday, they've played last week, and we've not had a game. And we look rusty. We look like we needed the game. I think if we'd have played after the 27th, it would have been a lot lesser competitive game, because I think we had all the attributes to really go at them. But I just thought we looked a little bit leggy, which is going to be after Christmas, and a little bit flat in certain stages. But I think that's all to do with not playing for like 15, 16 days.
I know we've said obviously a few times this season before you've wanted the team to be more ruthless. Are you seeing that now, or do you still think that area could be improved?
No, I think we're desperate for another forward. Obviously we had one sorted out, everything was done. I think when the games get to 50, 60 minutes, I think Ross has worked his socks off tonight. Usually scored 2 great goals. I think he can score a couple more though, if I'm being brutally honest, and I've just said that to him there. But he scored 2 good goals. But I think it was the other end of the pitch tonight that sort of, we didn't look the same as we normally do. I think the organisation, and I didn't think we looked like, I thought we looked a bit vulnerable because he wasn't getting to our man early enough, and that's how the goal come in the first instance. But again, it's a win. Come away from home. I don't think we've made hard work of it, but I just think we was a bit sloppy in areas where we let them back into the game.
How much of an asset is it now to both have, a fully match fit Ross Hanna now alongside Liam Hughes, and obviously a very confident Liam Hughes now as well, to have them both playing up front? How much does that improve Matlock's game?
Massively. Listen, Ross, we know what he's going to bite, but we just can't rely on them too. I think I've looked round throughout the league, and if you look at teams that in and around us, they've got probably 4 or 5 lads that are on 7 and 8 goals, and we need to sort of address that situation. For me, we still need a forward like every other team that's probably at the top end or the bottom of the league going to say, but I feel like we need someone that can come on, freshen things up, and I think at the end there, if you're bringing someone on with 65, 70 minutes gone and he's getting at them and it's opened up, I think there's a different kettle of fish. But again, we've tried to do our own work. We've got people in. As you've seen tonight, we've had a situation arise this week with a goalkeeper because the keeper that we had is bottled it. But we've addressed it. I thought Joe Cumming did all right. Obviously no fault for the goals, but I think we've had a lot of things thrown at us this season. I think if you look at it, but we took it on the chin. We've carried on and we've shown character. I think that's what was the biggest factor tonight. I think we've shown a lot of character to win the game.
Just in about like in the final 10 minutes, obviously with Hyde going a man down, but then they managed to pull the deficit back to reduce the margin to just 1. Were you pleased with how the Gladiators managed to manage the game in that final 10 minutes, being able to keep possession pretty well?
I wouldn't say manage the game because we give a sloppy goal away. That's not like us. I don't think they've had a shot. To be perfectly honest, I think they've scored from a set piece, which is again, it's not like us. But we've managed the game well. We've kept the ball well. But I just thought we was a bit naive, give the ball away sometimes where we didn't need to be, and I thought we could have gone for the jugular and sort of finished the game up and scored a few more goals, and that's where obviously that clinical forward comes in to take the burden off the other 2.
And just finally then, Philo, I believe Matlock are now 4 points clear at the top after I believe Buxton have lost now 4 games in a row in the league. Is it a question now of just not looking too ahead, just keeping feet firmly on the ground and taking it each game as it comes?
If we was 14 or 40 points in front, then I'd probably take it easy. But listen, 4 points is a game. I think South Shields have still got games in hand now, haven't they? And so we've still got to keep doing what we're doing. We've got Whitton, then we've got Scarborough, which again, that's going to be a tough game there in good form. And it just shows what this. Listen, I went and watched Buxton against Scarborough 3 or 4 weeks ago, and Buxton demolished them. I think they scored 5 at home. They could have scored 8 or 9. It just shows in this league that you can't take anyone for granted, and fair play. I know, obviously, we just got to keep doing our job and see where it takes us. And this is the time of the season now when obviously each point means a lot. I know it sounds daft that, but we've got I think 6 games in the next 3 weeks, so that's going to amount to a lot of points where we need to be.
Okay, well, congratulations on the win tonight, Philo, and thanks for your time as always.
No problem, mate.